adversity. Can you handle it?
South Carolina beating Georgia soundly tonight by a score of 35-7.
On the road to success, adversity awaits every turn. It can be ammunition for achievement.
20, 10, touchdown!
Tonight, the Georgia Bulldogs refocus on not the adversity, but rather the outcome.
SEC College Football Saturday is presented by Coors Light. We welcome you to Commonwealth Stadium. Mark Richt and the Georgia Bulldogs come to the Bluegrass to take on the Cats tonight. University of Kentucky head coach Joker Phillips and the Wildcats looking to spring the upset on homecoming 2012. We're live in Lexington. A few scattered clouds above. Temperature at 51 here at kickoff. It'll dip into the low 40s before the end of the evening. And the wind is a zephyr at 6. Aaron Murray and the Georgia Bulldogs ready for action. And buoyed by the Florida wind. In fact, Aaron Murray told a pep rally this week, "I got to be a Gator fan." You never thought you'd hear him say that.
That's right.
Not next week, but he was today. Georgia won the toss. They elected to defer. So Georgia's set to kick off, and Kentucky will receive. And getting set is freshman Marshall Morgan to boot it away for the Georgia Bulldogs. Kentucky trying to snap a 5-game losing streak here tonight. Their only victory came against Kent in this stadium, 47-14 in week 2. And for the Kentucky Wildcats, Raymond Sanders is wearing number 26 this week in honor of his fallen teammate. Koshik Williams is out with hip surgery. And this will be taken by DeMarcus Sweat and hit as he gets to the 15-yard line. An 8-yard kickoff return. Great coverage on special teams by the Dogs. Let's check our starting quarterback. And for Kentucky, that is true freshman Jalen Whitlow.
Well, as you mentioned, Bob, this quarterback position has been decimated by injuries all season long. They've started 3 different quarterbacks. They started out with Maxwell Smith at the quarterback position. He was lighting it up, over 320 yards a game. Morgan Newton has started some games. Patrick Tolles, the prize recruit, got a little bit of action. But this is Jalen Whitlow's team now. He struggled with a little accuracy. He has to get a little help from the guys around him to have success in this one.
Jonathan George turns the corner. And Tim, you mentioned that you thought Kentucky would try to establish the run right away.
They will. I think that's what they have to do early in this football game, is get the running game going just like that. Get Jonathan George involved. Get Raymond Sanders involved. It gets the momentum going. It gets the crowd into this football game. And more importantly, it settles Jalen Whitlow down.
An 11-yard gain on first down. Kentucky again up the middle. Out to the 36. George, first down and then some. Into Georgia territory at the 39. Boy, the Kentucky line opening up some big holes. Kentucky had a similar start. Played a great first half. Time to throw. Swing it, Sanders. Sideline out of bounds. Inside the 20 at the 19. Last week, Whitlow completed only 4 passes in the loss at Arkansas. He was 4 for 15. He looks like a new man tonight.
He really does, and I think just that extra week of practice, those extra reps, when you're a young quarterback, anything you get rep-wise is going to improve you as a football player, and I think he looks more comfortable. They've thinned down the playbook for him and put things in that he just feels comfortable doing.
Raymond Sanders, a native Georgian out of Stone Mountain, gains 9. Touchdown, Aaron Boyd. Greg McIntosh is a perfect 18 of 18 now on the extra points. And Kentucky strikes first. Stunning number 11 Georgia on the opening drive. The first time they've scored on an opening drive this year. Murray has time and throws. This is complete. Mitchell is forward progress marked at the 42-yard line. Gurley. Oh, terrific strength as he moves it out to midfield. Collins Ukwu ran him down. Murray sacked. Dante Rump, Taylor Wyndham share the honors. He 2 for 2 on third down. Quarterback will run it. And out of bounds at the 38. First down, Kentucky. Jalen Whitlow.
For Georgia, offensively, it's get back on track. They're averaging 41 points a game, only 7 points their last time out against South Carolina. And defensively for Georgia, they have to get some sacks. Only 10 sacks on the year. They had 35 last year. So that's why I think they're giving up so many big plays in the secondary, because they can't get any pressure.
Jalen Whitlow tried to escape, but Kwame Gathers had other thoughts. George, nice cutback over the 45 to the 47, but not enough for the first down.
Has to flip the deep.
And what a punter they have, and Landon Foster, another true freshman. This is going to get a Kentucky bounce, and touchdown at the 1. A 52-yard boot by the true freshman Landon Foster. Timeout in Lexington. First down at 10, and under 2 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. Murray from his own end zone to the sideline, and this is complete. A broken tackle and yardage out to the 19-yard line for Marlon Brown. Tavares King at the top of your screen. Marlon Brown in the slot. Murray looks to the other side of the field, and he's got Malcolm Mitchell over the 30 to about the 34-yard line. First down. Malcolm getting more work on the offensive side of the ball now with the loss of Michael Bennett.
He is, and I know Aaron Murray and Mike Bobo are very happy about getting Malcolm Mitchell back. Last year as a freshman, he was probably their most explosive playmaker on the outside. He had to play defense early in the year due to some suspensions and injuries in the secondary. Certainly a versatile guy who can do both, but I think they're very happy to get him back, and I know they're going to try to get him the football as much as they can tonight.
Murray with the pump fake, now lets it go, complete, and this one is going to go for a touchdown to Tavares King. Tavares got behind the defenders after Murray made the pump fake, and a beautiful pass right on his hand.
And it's a double move. Take a look at the safety right here. That's number 5, Ashley Lowry, who's in his first game back from suspension. And Aaron Murray with the pump fake. You have to have a lot of time from that offensive line to get a route like this. And the senior, Tavares King, does a great job with the stutter go move. And Aaron Murray puts the football right on the money.
66-yard pass. And this point after is good. PATs have been a bit of an adventure for Georgia this year, but Marshall Morgan knocks this one in, and that ties the game at 7-7. So Aaron Murray with his 72nd career touchdown pass to tie David Green's all-time Georgia record. Aaron Murray on that drive went 3 for 3 for 96 yards. This will be Mr. Sweat from the 8. And another solid return for Kentucky. Over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. And that was Morgan Newton's first touchdown pass of the season. And a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Michael Gilliard coming up to make the stop. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Kentucky strikes first. Georgia retaliates. And we're all even after the first 15 minutes tonight here in Lexington, Kentucky. End of 1, Georgia 7 and Kentucky 7. Cats take over after a 34-yard kickoff return from the 46. Whitlow wants to throw. He's got a home run ball. It's incomplete at the 15 for DeMarco Robinson. Inches away from 6.
Well, he had him. They line up in the pistol formation. They show option, and Whitlow comes out of it. They get Damian Swan, the corner, peeking back in the backfield, and DeMarco Robinson runs right by him, and it's just off the fingertips. A tough catch for DeMarcus Robinson. If that football was maybe another 6 inches shorter, he hauls that thing in. Have to get those kind of plays to energize yourself offensively. Now you're backed up in a 3rd and 13 situation.
There's Sanders with a good run, and that is going to be very close to the first down. Raymond Sanders just putting his head down, and the junior from Stone Mountain would not be denied. Again, Sanders breaks to the outside. And he's out of bounds.
See the formation, the bunch formation at the top of the screen right here. Maybe a quick screen to the outside.
And there it is, and they're going to throw off of that. It's nearly picked off. Goes back to the quarterback, Whitlow. He's got a convoy, and Whitlow out of bounds, just shy of the goal line. Joker digging deep in the playbook.
What a play call by Joker Phillips. Randy Sanders getting creative. You have athletic guys. DeMarco Robinson, they obviously fear his run after the catch ability. Big John Jenkins tipped that football, but Jalen Whitlow using his athletic ability. This is what Kentucky recruited him as an athlete, a wide receiver type guy. So when he gets the football in his hands, especially in open space, he can make a lot of plays for you.
Morgan to the end zone, touchdown. Morgan Newton with the touchdown run. Craig McIntosh. Perfect with the PAT, and with 11:54 to play in the first half, Kentucky goes back in front. The senior from Indiana puts 6 on the board for the home team. They are loving the way their ball club has responded against the number 11 team in the country here on homecoming. Three-man rush, and they bring him down. Looked like a coverage sack, perhaps, as Murray can bring it out only to the 35. It is going to be, I think, short by maybe a half a yard.
Well, Aaron Murray tried to work to the backside of the formation. Georgia lined up in a bunch formation to Aaron Murray's left. He tried to go back to the single wide receiver side, but excellent coverage on the play on the backside by Cartier Rice forced Aaron Murray to tuck that football and run for the first down.
And he did get it. That elbow came down on the 35. That's where he had to get to. And Georgia hangs on to the football.
I think that's why you see him making so many tackles for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Bad snap. Murray quickly throws to the outside. Malcolm Mitchell spinning to the 48. First down. And the 47. And Murray throwing over the middle, and this is going to be caught. Tavares King, first and goal, Georgia. 2 bombs to King here in the first half.
Well, they got Tavares King matched up on the true freshman corner, number 16, Cody Quinn, and Aaron Murray knows exactly where he's going when he gets that matchup. That's his senior wide receiver matched up on a true freshman corner, and I'll tell you, Cody Quinn was in pretty good position. He tried to come in at the end to strip that football, but it was just perfect location on the throw, and Tavares King does a nice job of holding on to that football all the way through the catch.
On second and goal, Murray caught, touchdown, Georgia, and Tavares King.
Well, once again, you see He's going to widen number 16, Tavares King, widen number 16, Cody Quinn. It's the matchup that got him down here in the first place, and Aaron Murray is looking for that matchup right now. Cody Quinn has played really, really well for a true freshman so far this year. The coaches are really high on him, but right now it's very tough, him trying to cover a guy like Tavares King going against quarterback Aaron Murray.
And we talked about these PATs for Georgia. It's not a gimme, and Marshall Morgan misses, and Kentucky maintains a 1-point lead. King's second touchdown tonight.
I think Georgia a little bit on the heels.
This one is caught, and the mark of the ball is going to be crucial on the reception here by Darryl Collins. Kentucky is short by about 6 inches, so they'll punt it to Rhett McGowan. McGowan is smothered on reception. Wow, another terrific punt by Landon Foster, and E.J. Fields right there. Murray complete to Malcolm Mitchell for the first down. Makes it a 3rd down and 14. Malcolm tackled at the 36. Collins Ukwu.
Watch the South Carolina game, and South Carolina did just that. Especially they focused on Sean Williams, the safety. He's very nosy, peeking into the backfield. He will try to come up and make plays, and they can't get some throws over his head.
Well, Kentucky didn't get a very good spot. Raymond Sanders on the rush. It's going to be short. And Kentucky wants a timeout. First and 15. Mitchell to the 34-yard line. Near side to King to the 47-yard line. First down for Georgia's. Tavares continues to rack up big yardage in this first half. That's a 13-yard gain. Murray rolling, throwing, deep ball. It's going to be incomplete. Marlon Brown right off his hands. And throws over the middle to Mitchell. To the 37-yard line. Murray taken down back at the 42-yard line. Wow, wonderful job that time by Eric Dixon. Outside Gurley. Close at the stick. Now the clock is going to continue to run here. Down to 20:19. Now the officials stop it at 16. Well, it's still running. And Mark Richt, they're trying to determine if it was a first down.
Right.
Now the clock stops at 7, and the officials have determined that it is not a first down. It is going to be 3rd down with 7 seconds. Now they're going to bring the chains out. And Georgia gets it. And Mark Richt wants to know how much time.
16 seconds left. Georgia leaving their offense out on the field, trying to get a little bit closer to get in field goal range. They have a true freshman kicker in Marshall Morgan, so they're trying to get all the yards they can get. They have to work the sidelines here. Obviously, they can't throw the football all over the middle of the field or take a sack, so Murray has to get rid of it quick and to the sideline.
Caught. And Tavares King to the 9-yard line. And it hit the upright, but goes through. And Georgia takes the lead. And that's the half. Unbelievable. Take another look.
See, he just pulled it, thing had a hook on it. Looked like one of my tee shots right there, but it's fortunate enough to bank shot in for the field goal.
Anyway, then it goes through. Joker Phillips and the Wildcats head to the locker room. SEC College Football Saturday from Lexington. And Kentucky giving Georgia all it wants here in the first half. Dogs 16, Cats 14 at the break.
Wide left. Newton sets, pumps, throws. Touchdown, Kentucky! Pass, pump fakes, throws deep. He's got a man open. It's caught over the shoulder. Tavares King. He's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, far corner, TK. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick hits the upright, and it went through. Oh, yeah! Bank shot.
Boy, I don't know how that one got through.
We welcome you back to Commonwealth Stadium here in Lexington, Kentucky. SEC College Football Saturday. Just about set to start the third quarter with Georgia on top 16-14. And Kentucky bottles it up. Great pursuit by Bud Dupree. 94 Taylor Wyndham. And Kentucky holds on third down. First and 10 from the Wildcat 36. Complete at the 50. Into Georgia territory at the 46-yard line. Darryl Collins, a redshirt freshman. The toss. George waits, breaks free, and wrestled out of bounds and thrown down. That might draw a flag. No, yeah, here it comes.
It's been very different for Lerod King, getting so many balls, as you said early in the season, Bob. But he's become more of a blocker right now in this system, so it's good to see him get a few passes thrown his way. Very productive player in his career so far.
Morgan Newton needed a block, did not get it. Kwame Gathers coming up from behind to make the tackle. From the 20. Newton looks to throw. This one is going to be incomplete, nearly intercepted. That time, a lot of pressure up front from Cornelius Washington. And you'll watch him knock this baby down.
Well, they're trying to work the underneath route right here to number 16, Lerod King, and Morgan Newton just staring that route down, and Cornelius Washington unable to get to the quarterback, so he just reads the eyes of Morgan Newton and falls back right underneath that route.
38-yard attempt for Craig McIntosh. And this one is long enough, and it is good. The fourth field goal for Craig McIntosh this season, and Kentucky goes back in front, 17-16. Door was open for Georgia to control its destiny in the race. Of course, they had to win tonight to set up the big game in Jacksonville next week. But Mark Richt knows right now he's got a battle on his hands.
He does, and you talked about it at the top of the show, Bob. This series, Kentucky-Georgia, in recent years has been a battle. It's always come down to the end. It's been a close game. Even last year when Georgia won the East, Kentucky went to Athens, played them very tough, and they're doing the same thing again here tonight.
Malcolm Mitchell spins out a couple of tacklers and has a good return over the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. Wyndham is a terrific player. He's a senior out of South Carolina. He's a game captain tonight. Mitchell hemmed in and taken down at the 33. Collins Ukwu. Man, I'm telling you, he's played one of the best games we've seen.
He really has, and that play takes a long time to develop. It comes all the way across the formation, Malcolm Mitchell. But watch Collins Ukwu force him up the field, staying at home at that defensive end position, allowing his teammates to get in. You see the safety, Ashley Lowry, down making that play. Collins Ukwu also gets in on the tackle, but Collins Ukwu forced that play, forced Malcolm Mitchell to stop and allow his teammates to get there.
Man, the difference between playing at home and on the road.
It's a big difference. You're exactly right, partner. On both sides of the ball. Even you see quarterback Jaden Whitlaw much more comfortable, but so are these secondary guys. These guys in the secondary, the freshmen.
It is a catch, but it's going to be shy of the first down. Tavares King picks up 12 more yards. But it's going to be 4th down, and Georgia must punt the football.
Played for the Wildcats, so certainly a beloved figure here in the community of Lexington, Kentucky.
And now working in the Kentucky Athletic Administration office. The snap comes to Malcolm Mitchell, and he gets to the outside. And down the sideline, there is a penalty flag. So Georgia does indeed go for the 4th and 1, but this one may be coming back. If it sticks, it'll be a 33-yard gain. And there was so much movement on the line, it's hard to believe that Georgia won't be penalized.
Looks like Kentucky is signaling it's going to be on Georgia.
Ends up as an illegal formation. That was due to all the movement there prior to the snap.
Yeah, there was certainly a lot going on that play for Georgia, just trying to catch Kentucky off guard. But I love the kind of cat and mouse game going on between offensive coordinator Randy Sanders and defensive coordinator Todd Grantham. When one guy audibles from the sideline, the other guy audibles. So a lot of fun watching this matchup right now.
The throw comes incomplete. Looking for Aaron Boyd. There is a penalty flag.
No. There's no foul for illegal motion or illegal shift. 4th down.
Giving them extra help over the top.
Murray looks to throw, and he's got Mitchell. 1st down, Georgia at the Kentucky 45. Murray comes under center. Play action to Marshall. Going to the sideline and a sliding grab at the 32-yard line to Tavares King. This is complete to the 22-yard line as McGowan makes the grab. Murray firing over the middle. Completed at Georgia. Touchdown. Chris Conley. And the Dogs go back in front.
Great pocket presence that time by Aaron Murray. Watch him shuffle up in the pocket. There's a blitz to the inside, allows Christian Conley to work down the middle of that Kentucky secondary, and that's where Georgia has found a lot of room to throw the football, is right in the middle of this zone coverage for Kentucky.
Georgia will go for a 2-point conversion. Leading by 5. Is going to get away. A penalty flag goes down. And the attempt no good. And we'll see what the penalty's all about.
Personal foul, clipping on the offense, number 72. That penalty would be enforced 15 yards on the kickoff. The try is no good.
So the try fails. Take a look at the right side of your screen.
Here's Kenarius Gates right here, number 72. Right here, coming out on the, sorry, I drew it, that was 79, but here's Kenarius Gates right here. You see him just getting the clip as they try to chase Aaron Murray down from the backside. But to go back to the touchdown, I talked about Aaron Murray's presence in the pocket. He shuffles around just enough to give himself time to deliver that football. And look at the accuracy that Aaron Murray throws the football with. And that's what's so impressive about this guy. And that's what he's really improved on. I talked in the first half about how he's improved on his leadership, but he's also improved his accuracy. Early in his career, his first couple years, he was known for letting a couple balls get away from him and they would sail high, and he wasn't the most accurate quarterback, but this year much more accurate with his throws. He's completing 62% of his passes on the season.
5:01 third quarter, Georgia 22, Kentucky 17. Over the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Our regions out, a little pushing and shoving here. Hubert Owens has to get in the middle of it. And here come the flags. Mark Richt marches out, trying to get his kick coverage team off the field. This all happening in front of the Kentucky bench.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 44, at penalty, 15 yards to the end of the run. First down.
TJ Stripling.
And this is what drives coaches crazy. Right in front of the Kentucky bench, you see as he comes in late right here, just right to the face mask of the Kentucky defender. The official standing right there. He's on it, and Mark Richt really upset with his players about this discipline issue that's two late hit personal foul calls in the second half.
Morgan Newton's a quarterback for Kentucky as the ball goes out to the 42-yard line, and Morgan sails incomplete, trying to hit King.
Georgia secondary.
They pick up the blitz. Newton steps up and runs it. Out of bounds with the Kentucky first down. Kentucky's success tonight on third down. They're going to try a reverse. And Georgia watching DeMarco Robinson dance around, and he is wrestled to the ground by Ogletree at the 42, or the 38 rather.
Has a pretty good grasp of what Kentucky's trying to do defensively in the secondary and knowing where he wants to go with his throws.
Pinpoint over the middle, and Tavares King to the 23-yard line. King approaching 200 yards receiving. He's at 188. Murray with the pocket collapsing. He goes down. Dante Rump, the junior from St. Matthews, South Carolina, got through to him, a loss of 7.
Don't allow these Georgia Bulldog receivers to get behind you.
The throw comes. Marlon Brown makes the reception. Not enough for the first down. And that will bring a close to the third quarter. So Georgia denied on third down. We head to the fourth. Georgia by 5. Morgan throws. It's incomplete. Aaron Boyd unable to hang on. Brandon Smith pressuring. And so on a quick 3 and out, Kentucky must punt the football. It's complete. Marshall, shy of the first down. But what a tackle by the true freshman, Zach Blaylock.
You said it right. What a tackle by Zach Blaylock. This is one of those freshmen in the back end of this Kentucky secondary. Great coverage down the field, forcing Aaron Murray to come underneath, and it's right at the sticks. If he breaks that tackle, Marshall gets to the outside and keeps this drive alive, and Aaron Murray knows it. He knows Zach Blaylock was the only thing between him and this Georgia offense keeping this drive alive.
Barber averaging 37 yards. Kentucky is yet to have a punt return yard tonight. But they're going to get the ball near midfield. Kentucky with pressure and a penalty flag for roughing the kicker. The ball's loose. Big break for the Bulldogs. Kentucky's going to get the ball back near midfield. So Georgia nursing this 5-point lead. And Aaron Murray goes up top, and it's complete to his tight end, Artie Lynch. Over the 45 to the 47. Complete to Mitchell. To the 25. Boy, Aaron Murray, it's just a surgical performance here. 23-yard pickup. First down for the Dogs. Murray goes outside to Gurley, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 20. Marshall. Nice cutback. Progress mark to the 14. Marlon Brown. Kentucky did not finish the tackle. And Marlon Brown takes it down. Aaron looking again at the end zone. Complete to Artie Lynch. Touchdown.
Well, let's that big tight end. Artie Lynch, 6'5", 258 pounds. He's matched up on Avery Williamson on the inside. It's just going to be a little post route here. There's no one over the top to help. And Artie Lynch just beats Avery Williamson across his face. And that is an easy throw and catch for Aaron Murray and Artie Lynch.
Marshall Morgan in to kick. And this one splits the uprights. Georgia 29, Kentucky 17 from Lexington. And back in is true freshman Jalen Whitlow for Kentucky. Jonathan George, his hole. Oh, face mask at the end of the play.
Try to get some pick plays, some crossing routes going across the field and run away from this Georgia secondary.
The toss goes to Raymond Sanders.
Let's see if Kentucky tries to work to the top of the screen. Sanders coming out with an injury on the previous play. Now they got a redshirt freshman in the game, 37, David Bowen. And they go after him.
And there's a flag. The catch is made by Lerod King. Have you quarterbacked before?
Hey, I'm always looking for a mismatch, someone I can take advantage of. I know he's been standing on the sidelines cold over there, and he has to come into the game, and Randy Sanders realized that as well, and they go right after him as he enters the game.
Pass interference. Defense, number 37. That penalty is refused. The result of the play is a first down.
Lerod King.
On the option. And Georgia with terrific pursuit. Nothing Sanders could do. Jordan Jenkins. Eighth play of the drive. 3rd and 8. King. Progress to the 6. A 6-yard gain. Perhaps their last chance to stay in this game. Lots of blockers. Sanders powers it down. The football comes out. It's recovered by Kentucky at the goal line. Kevin Mitchell fell on it. And the ball was marked at the 2.
Always have to be aware of the bootleg down here with Jalen Whitlow.
Touchdown, Kentucky. Raymond Sanders.
Great drive by the Kentucky Wildcats. Jalen Whitlow back into the lineup for this Kentucky offense, and they did a nice job of mixing up the run and the pass, and they finish it off with Raymond Sanders. Tough goal line running. Good job by that Kentucky offensive line of giving him just enough of a seam to punch it in for the touchdown and keep Kentucky in this football game.
Georgia's thinking onside kick. And some of the good hands people up front. And it is an onside kick. It's got to go down. It's recovered by Kentucky. No. Now they say Georgia has it. Mansour was tracking that one as it got to the 45-yard line. But the Dogs end up with it, and look who's on the bottom of that pile. For Kentucky, it's Connor Norman.
Well, you said it, Mansour. The ball has to go 10 yards, and look at the patience that he shows. He didn't get enough of this kick. He kind of topped it a little bit, but he waited. He knew exactly where the line was, and then he tries to pounce on it right there. But Norman for Georgia comes in, and the man on the spot saves it. But a great kick and almost a great recovery by Kentucky. But now Georgia set up across midfield in tremendous field position.
Complete. Under the chains for Marlon Brown. Georgia looking for that 6th overall win. They got the help they needed from the Gators today, knocking off South Carolina. Now it's in their hands. They've got to beat Florida and Jacksonville and probably run the table in the conference to win the East for a 2nd consecutive year. Malcolm. That pile moves to about the 17. Malcolm down to the 16. And the final minute ticks down, a gain of 4.
up a 4. 4th and 6 at the 16.
When you get on the road in this league, you'll take a 1-point win and leave as fast as you can.
Yeah, you just never know in the SEC. You're exactly right, Bob. No matter if a team is struggling coming into the game like Kentucky has, you can't just look at what the game looks like on paper. This is the SEC. There's some talented players on both sides of the football for both of these teams, and Kentucky played well tonight, but Aaron Murray threw the football so effectively, Kentucky really had no answer for the way he was able to get the ball down the field.
So Mark Richt wanted to run the play clock down to 1 second, the game clock down to 15, takes the timeout. With Georgia leading by 5. Aaron Murray throwing. Incomplete. And the Cats get it back with 9 seconds. Artie Lynch, the tight end, unable to hang on to it.
Well, it was a great play call by Mike Bobo. Aaron Murray on the run. Pursuit coming from the inside by 32 Miles Simpson. The ball comes up a little bit low for Artie Lynch, but certainly a play that Artie Lynch normally makes.
Out of timeouts. They've got to go the length of the field. And Jalen Whitlow is going to try to come up with the play of his life. It's over the middle. It is complete to Lerod King. He tried to
pitch it.
to shovel it off at the last second, but
right.
they had him wrapped up.
Well,
the clock stops to reset the chain, so
no
chance
time
for one last play.
Whitlow's not under the center. You have to be under the center. The clock's going to start as soon as they wind that thing up and ready for play, and he was over trying to get a play from the sideline.
And that will be the ball game. So Joker Phillips and his Kentucky Wildcats gave number 11 Georgia quite the battle tonight here in Lexington. Mark Richt with a hard-earned and well-deserved victory tonight as Georgia wins it. The final score, Bulldogs 29 and Kentucky 24. Boy, this turned into be quite an evening.
It was a great football game. I'll tell you, it was fun to watch on both ends. I was surprised at a few things, the way Kentucky was able to run it and the lack of running game for Georgia.
Aaron Murray with an outstanding effort tonight, and they needed every pass to hold off the Cats tonight. Georgia wins it 29-24. That's our final score. Join us next week for our SEC football as the Vanderbilt Commodores host UMass. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern Time. For Elizabeth Morrow, Tim Couch, and our entire crew, this is Bob Rathbun thanking you for joining us and saying good night from Lexington, Kentucky.
Murray in the shotgun, drops back, looks, he throws over the middle, caught, touchdown, Artie Lynch! Right down the chute, baby!